Hi there, folks. Welcome back. Um, this is my second video that I did of the 2 hour segment. Uh, this is going to be a long one. This is another half an hour or so. Thanks for joining me again. Now I point out the G-man here. You can just see that little fella. If you're unaware, he's pretty much like Where's Wally, or if you're American, Where's Waldo? I believe he's called in the US. I believe he's called Waldo. Um, Basically, he pops up in every other level, hiding somewhere, um, and you can find him. He basically follows you the entire game, and he just watches you. Not much is known about him if you're completely unaware about the character. Um, he's somewhat of an enigma. He sort of just watches from the shadows. He's part of some sort of organisation or something or other. Anyway, this is gonna be another boring video. It's gonna have just the 0 point energy field manipulator tutorial. I've tried to, and the end of Ravenholm. This is more or less a story section, so there won't be too much talking from me, if you're lucky. I'm trying to do, if you're unaware, I managed to mess up the audio recording, and I spent about 2 hours recording gameplay, only to find out that the audio didn't record, so I've had to go back through and do it again, which isn't fun. I'm just sitting here. This is the second video, so I've already sat here for half an hour or so.
Hello? Take it easy in there. You're safe now. You'll have to forgive the scanning process. We can't take any chances. Dr. Freeman? Gordon Freeman? Is that you? You've made it here this quickly. Well, Eli is going to be amazed, not to mention relieved. I'm Dr. Mossman, Dr. Judith Mossman. I've been hearing about you since long before the Black Mesa incident. Oh, Black Mesa. I do so envy you working with Eli and Dr. Kleiner when they were at the top of their field. Ah, there we go. You can come through now. I'll take you down to Eli right away. He would never forgive me if I kept you waiting. We could certainly use the extra help around here. We've covered a lot of ground in the last few months, but things would go so much faster if we had more people with your training. We're closing in on a reliable local teleport technology, something the Combine still hasn't mastered. Eli thinks their portals are string-based, similar to our Calabi-Yau model. The dark energy equations. They can tunnel through from their universe, but once they're here, they're dependent on local transportation. If they knew what we were doing with entanglement... Oh. Listen to me. I sound like a postdoc. I'm just so excited to think that we'll finally have the chance to work together. Where was I? Oh, yes. Dr. Kleiner compressed the Zen relay far beyond anything he imagined at Black Mesa. We've figured out how to use Zen as an unexpressed axis, effectively a dimensional slingshot, so we can swing around the border world and come back in local space without having to pass through. Oh, here's Eli now.
All right, good. You keep right up.
Eli, look who I found in the airlock.
Gordon Freeman. Let me get a look at you, man. My God, you haven't changed one iota. How do you do it? Now, let's see. The last time I saw you, I sent you up for help after the resonance cascade. I never thought it would take you this long to get back to me. Welcome to the lab, anyway. It's not Black Mesa, but it served us well enough.
It's going to be a lot more like Black Mesa with Gordon here to help.
Right you are. MIT graduates are few and far between these days. We'll get you out of that hazard suit and back into your lab coat where you belong.
Let me just finish up some work and I'll see what I can dig up. Dr. Freeman, it's been a real honor. I'm looking forward to working together.
Feel free to look around.
Right, you may be wondering why I fired that grenade into Judith Mothman's face. It's because whenever, for some reason, whenever my hands don't have to do anything, they kind of just get lazy and they tend to rest too heavily on the mouse. So I've decided to change to the crowbar.
Dr. Breen. He's the administrator of this whole vile business now. He ended the 7 Hours War by managing Earth's surrender. The Combine rewarded him with power.
That's the 7-hour war I was talking about. Now this little thing.
Alex brings in the strangest things.
This little thing is actually what remains from a cut enemy. Basically, the enemy would go around and he would have a gun and it would disintegrate bodies, dead bodies. I'm not sure what exactly the point of that would have been, but Valve obviously decided to cut that enemy.
There's nothing Gordon can't handle, with the possible exception of you.
Dad, please.
Take a look at this, Gordon.
Now, if you're not familiar with this is the sample that caused the resonance cascade from Half-Life 1, the original Half-Life, which caused, obviously, the portal, the rift, and the aliens to invade. It's just a smaller chunk of it.
Alex, I thought you were on watch.
The Vortigaunts relieved me so I could come see Gordon.
Booty.
I should be in here working on the portal.
Booty. Booty.
Someone misjudged the capacity of the Combine thyristor.
Are you blaming me?
No, not at all. It was a calculation error, not a mechanical problem.
Then maybe you should let me do the calculations next time as well as installing it.
Alex, really? Sometimes I think you deliberately misunderstand me.
Alex, why don't you take Gordon
Booty. Booty.
gravity gun?
Sure. Come on, Gordon. Let's go have some fun.
The zero-point energy field manipulator is not a toy, Alex.
Ugh, let's get out of here. So I see you've met Dr. Mothman. She's one of the main reasons I spend so much time outside. You should hear her drone on about how it should have been her in the Black Mesa test chamber that day. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking behind her back. It just gets a bit claustrophobic down here. That's the old passage to Ravenholm. We don't go there anymore. Come on. So, here we are. The scrapyard. This is a gravity gun my father was talking about. You can call it the zero-point energy field manipulator if you really want to. It's designed for handling hazardous materials, but we mainly use it for heavy lifting. Give it a try. The primary trigger emits a charge.
Right, so this is the gravity gun. And now I believe up here, if you get that, see that HEV plate, I believe that's an achievement to get that with the gravity gun. That's the HEV suit charger from the first game. So it's just a nice little Easter egg of some sorts. Because this section is so boring, I decided just to, you know, try and move it along as quickly as possible. So I just went pardon me. I just went ahead and tried to, you know, move everything along as fast as I possibly could.
Now let me call Dog. He loves to play fetch. Dog! Come! Good doggy. Gordon, this is Dog. My dad built him to protect me when I was a kid. First model was about yay high. I've been adding to him ever since. Haven't I, boy? Okay, Dog, let's play catch with Gordon.
Okay, so that's Dog. He doesn't have much of a role in this game. It's kind of just this section and then a short animation towards the end of the game.
Throw another, Dog. Awesome. Another one, Dog.
Now you may have noticed that these boxes look different from the other boxes. You can see that they've got sort of holes in the wood, and that is the same type of box from the train station window that you fell out of. So if you touch them, they'll break instantly. Now this ball, I believe if you fire it over there, you get an achievement for getting rid of the ball, and also you can see that basketball hoop. That there. If you get the ball through the hoop, that's another achievement. You can keep using the gravity gun just to fire at it and hope you get it in, or you can pile up some stuff. You know, get a couple of boxes and stuff, and then make it easier on yourself. So if you jump on it normally, then it's fine. But if you duck jump onto them, they just decide to break. That's what I was just testing there and just showing as an example. So just be careful with that if you're going to use the boxes.
When I told you Dog liked to play fetch, I didn't tell you who'd be fetching, did I?
I've gone through about a pint of water already whilst recording these. I should probably do this more often, and my kidneys will probably thank me for it.
Okay, Gordon, let's try something else.
Anyway, so now this is where the Combine launched their attack, and I was just waiting for the right trigger to trigger, basically. So I was just waiting for Alex and Dog to come over, and I was just piling this stuff up whilst I did.
Scrapyard airlock stuck in a full auto cycle.
Is Gordon still with you?
He's right here.
Good. I want you to
Dad?
take Gordon out of here. Head for the coast. Do not go through rape.
Dad? Dad! Damn it! Dog, open the airlock. Get us out of here. Hurry, now! Tear it apart if you have to. Just get it open.
Sorry, I just saw something that interested me then. I didn't know that looked like a glitch of some sort.
Gordon, you need to get out of here. I can't leave my father. Dog, take Gordon to the Ravenholm tunnel, then circle around and try to meet up with me. Hurry!
Anyway, this is towards the end of the video, so thanks for sticking with me. Actually, no, it's not. I beg your pardon. It's got quite a while to go. Still got 7 minutes or so. Now, some people find Ravenholm scary. Not particularly sure why. If you never played Resistance 3, that basically ripped off this entire section, complete with the crazy religious priest with the shotgun, the zombie-infested mining town, etc., etc. The first time the game's played at night, all of that basically. In fact, I mean, Resistance 3 is basically just an entire Half-Life 2 rip-off. There's also a achievement for completing this entire section with just a gravity gun, and you can use the saw blades and the explosive barrels for that, or other props. I won't be showing that because it's pretty self-explanatory. Just fire things at other things. And as long as I'd advise switching to the gravity gun when you climb up that big ladder before you enter Ravenholm, and then keeping it out until you get to outside of Ravenholm.
Keep my eye on you. More than that, I cannot promise.
The zombies do have a habit of flinging explosive barrels into you, which is why I chucked it overboard or over the rail. Unfortunately, like most games, it's too easy to tell which zombies are zombies and which aren't. useful, so it's ideal to keep one with you at all times. Luckily they embed in the wall, so you can take it with you easily.
Well done, brother. Make free use of my traps, but take care not to fall in them yourself. Behind you! In Ravenholm, you do well to be vigilant.
Like I said, I've played this pretty much back to front, so I already know where to go and all that stuff. So certain sections I'll just try and
My
speed through if I
congregation.
find too boring or whatever. The zombie animation takes so long as well that it's easy just to kill them before they even stood up.
Ah, it is you, brother. I apologize. At least of your concerns.
Anyway, this is coming up to the end of the video now, so thanks for watching.
Although they call me
Here, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.